Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Teen Wolf. This is episode 4 of season 3. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the series so far. You know, last episode was called Fireflies, and we did start the episode with two kids in the woods trying to catch them in jars. Now, they was attacked by Boyd. You know, he'd escaped from the bank. He was looking to go and feed, it looked like. He looked like he wanted to just go on a terror and kill people. He was trying to kill the two kids. And what was interesting is the Fireflies kind of like swarmed him and they managed to escape. Now, later on in the episode, fast forward kind of all the way to the end, Chris noticed some as well when he was speaking to Scott. He was saying fireflies, you know, the ones in California, they don't usually glow. So I don't know what's going on there. I have no idea what fireflies are pretty much or where they come from. We don't have them in my country, so it's all new to me. But it's very interesting. It was just referenced, but not hardcore. But the name of the episode was called Fireflies. And then we kind of played like two different sort of clips of the Fireflies. So maybe they play further down the line in this season. We'll keep an eye out on that. But what was interesting is Heather, the person that was taken out the window at the party that Styles and Scott was at, she has been killed. There was also another girl in this episode that was killed. She was in the woods with a girlfriend. They was in the tent. They was kissing each other. They was about to sleep with each other. And then all these like beetles come and swarm the tent. Obviously, like, one ran one way, one ran the other. And one of the girls, sadly, she was killed as well. And then we had a third death, which was interesting, is because, you know, Lydia, she woke up, she was like, Mum, I'm going to the pharmacy or something, and she left, and then she just turned up at a pool. At this pool, she thought she seen a dead body in the water. She ran over, she turned over, it was like a mannequin, but there was a dead body there. When she turned and looked up, there was somebody sat on the lifeguard chair with the neck absolutely cut, bleeding down, and that is the third body in this episode. Now, the more information that was revealed, Styles was speaking to Scott's mum in the hospital. It turns out that he's put the connections together, and all three of them are virgins, and pretty much they feel like this is a sacrifice. Now, I'm not too sure what this relates to and who's doing the sacrifice. Is it, you know, is it this new wolf pack? Is it Peter Hale? I call Peter Hale just randomness. Literally just threw it out there, cast my rod, and hope to see if I can reel it in with the right answer. But I have no idea, and I'm excited to see what's going on there, because we had 3 deaths last episode, and, you know, it was an exciting one. We also had Scott and Derek, with the help of Isaac, lock Derek's sister and Boyd in the school. They locked him in the boiler room now. Unlucky for them, teacher was in there. She was down there. Derek had to run in, try to save the day. They was having a scrap. It looked like Derek was about to lose, mate. It looked like they were slicing him up. He had them both by the throat. They was constantly cutting him. It looked like he was about to go down. The music was going all good. And then when we cut to Scott outside, he opened the door and he ran inside. And Derek was knelt on his knees with both bodies flat on the floor. So we don't know if they've been killed. He just said, get them out of here. So that, again, is another interesting one. I am hoping that Boyd and Cora are not killed. Derek also went over to the teacher. He picked her up, and I'm thinking that she's going to be his love interest. I feel like she's going to be associated with the show somehow, and it's going to be an interesting one to see as well. So lots of stuff are happening. Very interested. Alison helped save the day as well. She was shooting her arrows. She was hitting them with like loads of light. She diverted them into the school. That is how they captured them. And Chris also helped everybody as well by giving them like these sticks, and they press it and it makes a sound only wolves can hear, and it drew them towards the location as well. So the team is working collectively as a unit, and it's successfully, well, done what they set out to do, and that was capture Boyd and Cora. So I can't wait to see how today's episode plays out. So thanks so much for clicking on today's video. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into episode 4 of season 3 of Teen Wolf.
All right. Well, we'll just check the stool sample for parasites. But my guess is that he probably just ate something he shouldn't have.
Looks like he knows who the alpha is.
Let's go, buddy.
Interesting reference.
Okay, this usually happens before we go to the vet.
Hey! Found something. Rinse it off.
What is it?
Definitely poisonous mistletoe.
What is mistletoe, mate?
There you are.
He's getting dragged under. Is it a wolf?
Son of a bitch!
Yo, he's been bit. Closer, mate. The guy's getting dragged in. What the hell, mate? Literally. Do you know what, right? I've not actually said about these introductions is, you know, they've changed it because obviously Jackson's not in it and they've added a few more things in. And like, I want to know what the reference to the hands coming out of the soil is. We've seen the band on Scott's arm. They transitioned it into a tattoo, didn't they? That's where that's coming from. But we've got hands coming out of the ground, and we've also got Scott. For some reason, Scott now jumps up in the air and kind of like floats at the start. What is that reference to? Is it nothing, or is it, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, to me, that's been added to this season's intro, and I want to know like if it plays any factor in the story at all.
Gonna threaten me? Tell me that no one's gonna believe me?
I was gonna see if you were okay.
Though I guess that presupposes I was emotionally okay before any of this, and according to my therapist, that it's been debatable for a long time. In 20 minutes, I have to start 24 teenagers on the Crucible, and I honestly have no idea what I'm gonna say.
Why don't you start by telling them that it's an allegory for McCarthyism?
Who are you?
Derek.
Jennifer.
Knew it. Called it. Love interest.
Could he have been a virgin, maybe? Did he look like a virgin? Was he virginal? Definitely not. Dean makes me have sex with all of his clients. No, I don't know if he was a virgin. And why are you talking like he's already dead? He's just missing.
I need to have sex, like right now. Someone needs to have sex with me, like today. Like someone needs to sex me right now.
All right, I'll do it.
Whoa!
Come to my place at 9.
You know, you don't toy with a guy's emotions like that, Danny. It's not attractive, all right?
And the spidey senses tingle when they're around. They must know.
It's them.
Isaac, wait!
They're loving it, look.
How many bones in the human body? I don't know. Let's count.
Oh, yes, this is good. That's mad.
Hey,
You found it.
back. Get this area cordoned off before they trample every piece of evidence.
Back up! Everyone back!
He was a senior. Wasn't on the team, was he?
He doesn't look cares about.
He was strangled with a garrote, all right? Am I the only one recognizing the lack of werewolfitude in these murders?
Your eyes turn into yellow glow sticks, okay? Hair literally grows from your cheeks and then will immediately disappear. And if I were to stab you right now, it would just magically heal. But you're telling me that you're having trouble grasping human sacrifices?
Stop. You're not done healing.
Yeah, I'm done lying around.
Oh, is that his sister?
Then sit.
I can't believe I got my ass thrown in a vault for 3 months for you. Do you have any idea how it felt to find out you were alive?
She's always bare feet, Oh.
Everybody done? Let's chat.
Ooh,
Hey, oh, you're part of it, mate. I'm not forgetting you. But Alison Senior, she might not have expressed that to Scott and Derek yet, but we know that you're in on it and you're helping them. But what I've got to say is this season has been more action than the previous one already. Like, I know we're on episode 4, but I feel like we've had more fights or more engagements than we've had in the last 24 episodes in the past 2 seasons, which to me is a big 2 thumbs up to positive. Whether they're 2-second fights, 10-second fights, 5-minute fights, it doesn't matter. It's just engagements. It makes it feel good. Like, they're doing well to make these alphas, I don't know, seem a bit of a threat. They're coming in, they're scrapping with everybody. They're winning quite a few of them as well. You're making a, you know, they're doing enough to get them in and then disappear again and then come back again and disappear again. They're not overly throwing them in your face. You're just coming in, making an impact and then retreating. I do like it. I think they've started off really well. And if this is a sign to come, more action, more fighting, we're going to be in for probably the best season we've had so far, which to me, again, is a big positive.
Allison!
Oh.
Es tu fatigué? Sorry. Maybe we should chat in the guidance office sometime.
Or maybe you should tell me what you were doing at the bank the other night.
Tell you what, give me the French word for it that's the same in English, and you can avoid lunchtime detention. Impasse.
Since inertia is a subject of which you all know plenty, why don't we start with momentum?
What do we know about momentum?
It's a product of mass and velocity. The
more massive something is, the faster it's going.
Mr. Harris, can I use the bathroom?
I don't know if you ever play FIFA, but momentum is absolute BS when a team scores against you, and then the game absolutely rigs it so that they score more and more and more because momentum's on their side. Oh. What is happening? He's not blaming it on him, surely.
What is this?
Why is that timing so good?
What the hell did you do?
What coincidental timing that when that whole segment was playing out and he was getting punched and head through against the lockers, nobody to come out of the class, and then when he got through on the floor, which made no noise, he decided to come out.
Let her go.
We're not unreasonable.
What do you want? Want to kill me?
You really think I'm that boring? I'm here to show you just how much vision a blind man can have.
What about tonight?
Nope. Studying.
Now they're getting to you.
I just need to ask you something really quick, and it's gonna sound really unbelievably insensitive, so I apologize in advance. Was Kyle a virgin?
No, he wasn't a virgin.
Those men in there, that's the FBI. They're pulling together a task force to help because it looks like we've got a full-blown serial killer on our hands.
Pattern's
You're
been
killing him!
changed.
Not yet, little sister. But just to be on the safe side, Duke, you might want to get to the point.
I'm more about discovering new talents.
Kill my own pack.
I want you to kill one of them. I won't have to ask you to kill the others. You'll do it on your own. You really want to stay beholden to a couple of maladjusted teenagers bound to become a liability? Feeling one of them's getting himself into trouble right now.
Restocking the janitor's closet.
Does it have to be with her?
Now that I know you'd prefer not to, yes. You have to be with her.
I didn't know you were back at school.
Yeah, I would have told you, but we're not actually friends.
Are you okay?
Not a big fan of small spaces.
Did you tell anyone that I was at the school the other night?
Was I supposed to? You being happy really isn't a big priority of mine since you stabbed me.
They were actually Chinese ring daggers.
Is that an apology?
Would you accept an apology?
Connection, mate, look.
All right, just relax. No. Isaac, relax.
Oh, yeah. Good referencing back.
I'm okay. I'm fine.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
You could tell he was panicking. Literally, he didn't mean to do that at all. He literally lost control.
I know. I'm gonna get them angry. Really angry.
Right. Got to fight fire with fire, aren't you? You know, if they're doing it too, you hit them back, mate. You don't, like, you show them that you're not here to get the piss took out of you, you know? Like, if you want to mess with us, we mess with you. Literally, fight fire with fire. Now, it's going to be interesting because so far we don't really know who or what their attachment is and what can rattle them. Now, they obviously must have done some research to know that Isaac is claustrophobic and locking him in a confined space will trigger him. And it nearly worked then. Scott come and saved it. So it's interesting. Now, the guy who's in charge of the Alpha Parks wants Derek, well, he wants Scott dead. And then he thinks, he said that, and then you will feel like euphoric by going and killing your own pack as well. Like, everybody's done it here. They all love it. That's really interesting. It actually is. Now, I don't think it's going to happen, but I'll tell you what, I like the guy's accent. He's so calm and soothing. Is it British? Might have a British bias, but I do like his accent. I think it fits his guy. It reminds me of Matt Murdock. It actually does. This was way before it's way before the Punisher, so I'm not even saying it's referencing it at all. But the vibes, nice, calm, strong, blind person, strategic as well. He's just like Matt Murdock.
You know, there's a temple in Calcutta where they used to sacrifice a child every day. That's every day a dead baby, Lydia. Every day. You don't know about the twins?
Alphas.
Ethan and Aiden.
Yeah, I know about them.
Okay, good. So look, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the murders may come in threes. Ancient people love things in threes, right? Supposed to wait around for someone else to die.
You said it yourself. They were strangled with a garrote. That's a human thing to do. So maybe just leave the figuring it out part to someone human.
Throttle.
They're getting connected then. They're going to end up kissing.
Wait, Aiden, don't!
Oh, he's in the school.
You realize this is going to result in the suspension.
Does she not realise that he was in her class, like, what, 10 seconds ago, literally? And the guy's not gone outside and managed to bring a motorbike inside the school in the space of the time that he's left her class to this period.
I was just headed home to see my dad. He's, you know, I guess you probably heard people are kind of getting murdered again. So then I started thinking, and I remembered someone who does have a lot of information. Someone who always seems to know more than anyone else around here. You.
We all know a pack is strongest due to its individual parts. One of my betas assumed I wasn't fit for my role anymore. Killing him taught me something about alphas. His power was added to mine. I took the individual parts and became a greater individual whole. You're right, Carly. He looks like his mother.
I know what you are. You're a fanatic.
I am the alpha of alphas. I am the demon wolf! Hates it when that happens.
Oh man, well, interesting to see how powerful he is, man. That's interesting. He does seem really, really strong, which is good to see. We do want somebody who's coming in, who's trying to make an impact, be intimidating and be strong. I hope he actually is really, really dominant. Not just like a little bit stronger than everyone, like so mighty powerful. Seemed like when he was screaming then he affected the weather as well. I don't know if that was just a coincidence, but it's interesting. I also seen that when he sat down before and he was talking, that he kind of knew that Isaac was getting in trouble at the school. I don't know how that happens. You know what I mean? That is a big kind of sense or whatever. Like knowing that somebody from his pack, he can sense what he's doing or an action that he's undertook like way far, like what I was going to say in the future, but in a distance. So again, really interested to see. Like I said, they've done really well in like introducing these characters.
Really good.
I know, right?
You should be in art class.
What's that?
15-minute rule. Teacher didn't show up.
That tree was referenced in the opening credits or whatever you call it.
Recording piano part 3.
If I miss something, I don't know what it means.
The bank logo, the mountain ash. 2,000-year-old body found in England. He was found strangled, head bashed in, throat cut, threefold death.
I'm just telling you everything you already know, aren't I?
Then why aren't you telling us?
Maybe because when you've spent every moment of the last 10 years trying to push something away, denying it becomes a pretty powerful habit. Do you know what the word druid means in Gaelic? Wise oak.
Okay, are you sure he's missing?
Not just missing, taken.
Each grouping of 3 would have its own purpose, its own type of power.
Warrior, could that also be like a soldier?
I just thought of someone else with a military connection.
Can you hear that? Also, just a quick one, he's just put a D on that paper. Now, I seen on the internet, I don't know how true this is, maybe like you guys can tell me, right? But you have grading systems, don't you, at school? Like A, B, C, and D. And also you have, in a degree, in England anyway, we have like 2-1, 2-2. So like you have 2-2, 2-1, and a first. They're the ranking orders. A first means you've got the best you can get. Now, for us to get a first, you have to get between 70% and 100%. That is you know what I mean? So like anywhere between there, somebody who gets a 99% will get the same grade as somebody who hits 70%. Now I seen they compared it to the US, and for a US to get a first, they had to get over 90%, and then like it was categorized down. So like what we class as our best mark was a C in the US, and I think that's crazy. So like the what you class as a C, which when you watch these programs, like nobody wants to see. All the parents are going mad at the kids. You're not doing well in school. You're getting a C. That C converts to the best mark you could get in England on a degree level. How crazy is that? I think that's crazy.
I wish I could have seen their faces. They look seriously pissed.
Yeah.
Let's morph again.
Are you kidding? Isaac!
Size on him, mate. Oh, here he is, mate. The big man. Get a look at him.
Could have simply left for the day.
Yeah, well, not without this.
This test is graded R.
Druid went down the wrong path. The wise oak was sometimes said to have become a dark oak. Darok.
Mate, there was Tony, Tim, Terry, like Bill and Barbie. Like, you know, they couldn't come up with any other names than B's and T's. Mate, Darok, or whatever you just said, the dark oak, is that the tree that Thingy's drawing. It's referenced in the opening credits. I keep saying these opening credits have got to mean something. So far, we've seen the band. We're getting acknowledgement of the tree. I need to know why Scott's floating in one of them. And I need to know why these dead hands are coming out of soil.
Well, did something happen?
Just not gonna work with both of you here. I've got Cora now, it's too much.
Did I do something wrong?
I do kind of feel a bit tight on him, to be honest.
You're doing something wrong right now by not leaving. Go!
That's what his dad done to him.
I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Oh, he's got that round his neck. Oh, that would hurt so much. Oh, he's dead already. Who is it, mate? They're keeping us guessing, aren't they? They are keeping us guessing. This guy's been actually in the thick of it a little bit, hasn't he? He's not my favourite character anyway. Like, I don't care that he's dead. But he had an association with Kate, didn't he? And that is obviously a way she found out how to... He was kind of his knowledge told her how to successfully get away, kind of like burning down the Hale's house, wasn't it? He was in that, and then the Alpha come for him as well, Peter, and that was a pretty good scene. He was stood behind him talking. He was like turned around and he was scared that he didn't want to. And then last season he didn't really like Styles today. He was like went out his way to kind of like punish him and give him detention every day. And then here he's well dead. That's a wound though, but he's also like locked up in this 3 death military thing. So you had 3 virgins and 3 military deaths, so to speak. Now, have we had 3 actually? Because we know. To be honest, I actually don't know if we have 3. Because the guy, oh yeah, maybe the guy tied up at the tree, and then I don't think we've seen the body of the teacher that was taken who played the piano. Wait, I do making an assumption, so that's 2 and this guy 3. So we've had 3 virgins and 3 military background people dying. Interesting, you know, maybe a couple more are coming, but that's 6 deaths in 4 episodes. I'm liking it. You know that did they call him Ducale or something? Definitely butchered that. The guy, the blind guy, I'll get his name at one point. He looks really good. He looks like he's got respect from his crew and intimidating. Like all them wolves, you could tell, mate. That guy was a big, massive wolf. As soon as he seen him, they stopped. Went back down into normal form. He whipped them kind of like with an arrow on the end of his stick. You know, he had a cap on it. Don't know why they're being punished. Maybe because they're attacking him in school, or like there's a chance that people can see them. But again, he's really intimidating. Went in, took Derek out, told him that, you know, either we want to kill one person, pretty much Scott, and then you'll end up loving it, and then you'll go and kill your own pack. We've all done it. It makes us stronger. We take the powers, we get elevated, become more powerful, and once you get a feel of it, you'll want to do it too. So interesting. I'd like to know how he's lost his sight, to be honest. I know he did explain that when he lost his sight, somebody tried to attack him in his own pack and discard him away because he didn't think he'd be useful, and he killed him, and that's where he absorbed his powers. But how did he lose his sight? Was it an incident, or was it just unlucky, you know, got the wrong drawing, like, because people do, don't they? Sometimes it just happens without any warning. But again, I like this episode. To be honest, I've liked how the season started. I think it's been really good, really action-packed. There's lots of information. You see, we've got 20 episodes left. Usually, you know, right now, episode 4, we only have 8 left, but we have 20. So we've got a massive number to still hit, and I'm excited to see how we go from here. And that is going to wrap up episode 4 of season 3 of Teen Wolf. Hopefully, guys are enjoying that high action that we are getting. We are getting quite a lot of fights and a lot of deaths. You know, we can't really ask for more than that. The story's been really decent. We're getting a good, long story, it looks like, being portrayed out to us with the characters. And we've got... I don't think that the people being strangled have any association with these 6 alphas that have joined. So, that is exciting, because we've got their story, we kind of got Derek's pack and Scott's story, and then we've got these deaths as well. So we've got 3 different ones going. Now, I felt a bit tight for Isaac at the end, feeling the wrath of Derek, but I don't know, he's panicking. He's in that panic stage, and he got attacked, can't really do anything. They overpowered him, and he knows that they could probably come and do it again, and he doesn't know what to do, whether to go and take Scott out, or whether to take them out, kill his own pack, or what. Right now, his head's just all over the place, and he's trying to figure it out. Isaac's gone and see if he could stay at Scott's house for the night. You know, Stiles was trying to put 2 and 2 together with the murders. He did go to Scott's boss. You know, he's quite smart like that. He knows a lot about the supernaturals, and he knows what's going on as well. It seems like he does. He helped him out here. You know, like I said, there's another 3 deaths. The twins, they evolved again. They went to have a fight with Scott and Isaac, but the boss come in, and obviously you can see the respect that they have for him. They crapped it straight away, went back into the normal twin form as well. One of them is supposed to be going to study with Lydia, but then Stiles was speaking to her. He mentioned that there to Alfred. She didn't know that. It looked like she was like a bit concerned. He was like, surely you know about a twin? She's like, yeah, I do, but I don't think she did. So again, that one's quite interesting. We have her drawing that tree. Now, again, not to go on like so much, but I always do think that the starting credits do have some sort of impact on the series. Especially when you put new things in, they're going to have some sort of relevance. And this tree has been added at the very end when it says like show created by whoever. There's a tree behind it, and that is what she was drawing in the class. And then Scott's boss mentioned something about a dark oak or something, and that may be associated with that tree. I'm not too sure how it works. He uses kind of like a bit of ash or something as like boundary spells, don't they? And this could be another thing that can like deter the wolves or like impact them, hurt them. So I'm excited to see obviously where we go with that. We didn't see Peter again, so that leaves me with the I'm still going down that he's the one doing the killing, just because we haven't. Every time a killing's happened, yeah, he's been disappeared. He's never been in a group of people. Like this one, for example. The twins were fighting, so was Isaac and Scott. There was a death. We know it's not them. Scott was in the shop when the death happened, so we know it's not him. It's obvious that it's not him, but what I'm saying is there always seems to be a person around in an engagement when an attack happens, but Peter, he's never to be seen. He's never at the attack. He's never around. He's never with people. He's just lingering. Like, what is he doing? Where's he gone? He's got an apartment downtown. No one sees it. So I do think that maybe he is the killer. I have no reason why I'm thinking that. I just think that he likes a bit of power. Right now he's not got none. He's not part of Derek's pack. Nobody really kind of likes him. I don't mind him. And he's maybe trying to grow his own personal, pack as well to get, I don't know, what the sacrifice, whoever's doing these sacrifices, I would love to know what they're trying to gain out of it. But we're only on episode 4, 20 more to go. Lots of information, lots of action, hopefully, lots more fighting to come. So thanks for clicking on today's episode. Hopefully, guys, enjoyed it. If you did, please smash it like it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.